Hey, so we just got back from Saddleback Civil, what was it called? Civil Forum. And Civil Forum, we heard Rick Warren and Tony Blair talk, and it was unbelievable.
It was pretty good.
I pretty much got blown away by the wisdom that those two men possessed, and really just, Rick Warren was basically interviewing Tony Blair, and honestly, half of what we learned was about leadership. We weren't even planning on coming to this. We prayed at the beginning of the trip that God would fill our schedule with worthy things, and this morning we hear about this forum, and we're like, let's go. Tony Blair's going to be there, and we go, and we learned. I mean, God blew me away with like the leadership knowledge that was presented tonight. I mean, Tony Blair talked about courage, talked about making decisions in the face of fear. I mean, he talked about things that he had done, stories from his prime ministerial ship that literally just exploded my mind. And I don't know, I just feel like it was totally God ordained that we were there, and I am never going to forget that experience.
Hey, it's not raining!
Oh, wow.
Hey, everybody.
Was that a good start?
We just got done with a full day. We're just sitting around the campfire. It really cooled down a lot because it rained last night. And it was really wet, especially if you look over in that big tent over there. That one was kind of dripping on us all night.
Kind of dripping.
So pretty much almost everything in there got at least a little bit wet, if not soaked. So those of us in that tent didn't sleep very well. Ethan, how did you sleep though?
I slept like a baby. And they all hate me for it. But I'm okay with it.
How'd you sleep, Tyler?
Oh wow, that was by far the best night of sleep I've had on the trip. Although
He cuddled with Max.
when we came back, me and Max realized that our tent was open and my sleeping bag was wet and Max's pillow was soaked. But we took care of it. We dried it all up, and me and him probably, besides Ethan of course, probably got the best night's sleep out of everybody. And I'm pretty happy because that hasn't happened yet.
Well, I sleep really well inside the van. I snored as loud as I could. No one was there. But then Dano at some point came and I was like, how you got in here? Then when I woke up, Dylan was there too. And everybody said that it smelled a little bad today. The van, it was a little smelly.
Yeah, it did stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, today at the homeless, the rescue mission center, it was really cool. We all kind of met a guy named Joel. He was 20 years old, and he's only been in the program for a month, and it was really cool because he was really pumped up. And I think that the fact that we were all the same age as him it just made it easier for him to open up. And I mean, we got to pray with him. We got to hear his testimony of where he's been before he decided to come into the program and really start digging into Jesus and give his life to God. So it was just really encouraging. And yeah, it was awesome.
It was just neat to see the youth and vigor that he had, even after going through what he went through, foster parents, drug abuse, alcoholism. I mean, it's just neat to see that he's still a regular 20-year-old guy, and he has a lot of hope left for his life, and Jesus can work in it. So it was cool to see that.
What would you, Dano? You and that knife.
Really cool. We were there pretty much all day, and we helped them cook lunch and serve it, and then we just helped them with some painting stuff, and we got a tour. But just kind of as we were hanging out there, we got to talk to a lot of the guys. Yeah, so it was just cool to talk to some of those guys and just hear their stories, and just see the transforming work that Jesus can do in our lives. And these guys were just completely, really just lost everything. A lot of them were really addicted to just to different things, drugs and alcohol and stuff, and just out on the street, and most of them had lost ties with their families. And it was just really cool to just to see that redeeming work that Jesus does in a life that is surrendered to him, and how these guys just have so much joy and so much hope now through Jesus and just through the gospel. That was really cool to see.
Cool. You guys got anything to say?
Yeah, there was something good that the few of the guys that I talked with, it was like the second time that they have been there, and I mean they have that at least that feeling that they even if they fail, they try to go back. They want to change. There's something that inside of them that tells them, well, you have to change. This is not good for you. And they said, yeah, I just felt bad because I was sleeping outside of in the streets and I didn't have food. My family left me, so they needed a shelter, and that place is doing such a good job.
That's awesome.
All liked it. Yeah.
How about you, Lucas?
Tyler and I had the chance to talk to a gentleman named Kobe today. Kobe was in foster care when he was young as well, and are you zooming in on my face? Good.
It is heavenly. This is a beautiful backdrop.
Good. Kobe was in foster care.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. And he
Not really.
was a recovering meth addict who decided to, when he was at his lowest, just go to the mission that we were serving at and go through the program. And in his past time before the program, he was involved in like culinary arts, and he was, I don't know if he was a chef or a cook or server or whatever, but he had, he is passionate about helicopters and had the opportunity to actually fly his boss's helicopter, and that's what kind of hooked him on his desire to be a pilot someday. And now through this program, it's really cool because he has time to study and to get his high school diploma, which he hasn't gotten yet. And he has time to just study the Word and to become closer to God, and also to study to become the dream pilot that he wants to be for the Army someday. So he's very excited and very driven and very motivated to succeed in this goal. And the mission is giving him all of the resources he needs to accomplish it.
Cool. Hey, got a question for you. There was a really loud distracting noise last night when we were trying to watch Tony Blair's talk. Can you tell me what that was?
Well, I could.
Something like a pop.
Yeah, it was
A small little gas bubble.
A small release of I'll just make the noise.
And everybody heard it.
Everyone heard it. And,
that's for you, Kayla.
And Max laughed his little heart out, and I could not help but laugh as well.
It was the best fart ever. It was so funny.
And that's it for this episode.